From the views on the street
We go to bed empty hunger.
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's law.
Through top-notch programming on reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and penchant for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents,
Corruption kills three things and makes a society.
representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
We back on it. Back again. Hope you guys are ready for us.
No, they're ready. We did Yes.
Non, on a, si tu continues, on va aller.
How far?
Sadiq, 2 games. You've had a run out in those 2 games. Tell us how you feel after those games.
Yeah, I feel good, even though I don't have much time, but this is national team. Even if you get 1 minute, you have to appreciate it, and I'm grateful, and I hope the best is yet to come.
Finally, you're part of the team. You've been called up twice, but due to club involvement, but finally you're here at a major tournament. Tell us about the team, the bonding, in the team and everybody.
Yeah, it's a good group. Everyone. We're all trying to help each other. Like you see, this is my first time here, and I'm trying to push myself more into the group, and I feel okay. And
all right, so Guinea-Bissau next game. What are you looking forward to in that game?
Yeah, every game in this competition is a hard game, is a different game, but we always try to go out with the same mentality from day one, and we'll give everything.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Vai, smoke.
Alpha.
We back on it. We back again. Hope you guys are ready for us.
No, they're ready. We did capture.
Yes.
Donc on a, si tu continues, on va aller.
Vai, smoke.
Alpha.
We back on it. We back again. Hope you guys are ready for us.
No, they're ready. We did capture.
Yes.
Donc on a, si tu continues, on va aller.
We back on it. We back again. Hope you guys are ready for us.
No, they're ready. We did capture.
Yes.
Donc on a, si tu continues, on va aller.
It is indeed international break time as players will be reported back home. I mean, there are various countries away from their club size, but there is a big one out there, and this one that I'm just saying is basically for football, but not other sports. And it's usually interesting to see all of these things happen, especially the arrivals of key players to the national teams. But taking it and talking about Nigeria, Super Eagles to be exact, VOP TV Sports gathered that we have 8 new players who just stormed Abidjan, talk about the Super Eagles camp. In fact, we brought you that video, but we'll just get on the sideline, bring you those video clips about those guys, the players returning back to camp, and it's that very interesting. But let's start up properly. This is the Voice of the People TV Sports Republic show. I am your host, and you know my name is Kizuke. We'll start up with very one that is out there and is really raising controversies out there. We know the story about Sadiq Umar, but then Augustine Eguavoen, interim coach, some like to call him temporal, some says he's not just a temporal man, some say he's a caretaker coach, anyway we'll go. He's in the news and he has come to explain the reason why Sadiq Umar is in that very team, but I'll tell you, I'll keep that on the sideline. Now, let's start up with the show. Nigeria football, what has Sadiq Umar done to be hated this much? I want to analyze this just a short while then before we get into the talk point. Basically on the show today. Yes. Yesterday on the show, I had Ikechukwu, I had both sport analysts, and they were here yesterday to just deal with that very one. And then Ikechukwu was just all about Sadiq Umar, he should be in the team, blah, blah, blah. You know, he gave him all of the support, and I felt like, you get money where they give you, they never tell us. I said, no, it's not that. But is still saying that's not justifiable, it's questionable. Why would you bring in a player who have 0 assists, 0 goal, less starts in the national team? So that's a big one. Now, if sports analysts can come out to ask questions and they are saying, why are we seeing this happen? It's worth talking about. And you can't say, we're just not going to talk about it, just keep our hands forward. We don't want to do that. We should talk about it because we want the transparency to be key. And we want to see those guys who are really merited on this very one to get to be part of the national team. It does not matter. I, for one, don't even care about if you play or you don't play. But I know what the national team call-up means. But let's bring you to Sadiq Umar's case quickly. I'm going to give 2 instances why it's worth talking about and why it's still worth questioning. Sadiq Umar came out and said, he paying you. The guy himself not good. In reply, said, you're not going to send anybody. He mind there. He gave that kind of money. If you tell you, don't tell you. But I'm liking the way he's, I'm liking him to say. I like the way he talks, right? But his character-wise, discipline, intellect, and all of these things should be questioned. Do you like how Sadiq Umar has done it? Now, let me take it back a little bit to, let me start with Joe Aribo. Do you know that Joe Aribo, someone might be like, he's sounding this way today, sounding this way tomorrow. Not about research, but it's about just one reason why Sadiq Umar is in the news. Joe Aribo was part of the Nations League, the Nations Cup in Ivory Coast. Do you know that for 6 months he did not play for Southampton? Did you know that? Did you know that Kelechi Iheanacho also was benched at Leicester City during the Nations Cup, during the World Cup qualifiers? 4 months he's not played a game. 4 months. Enzo Maresca, Dewsbury Hall, these guys were in the game. Wilfred and Didi, all those guys we are seeing every games week in, week out. But our own Kelechi Iheanacho was not in the game. And he was not playing for Leicester. But he got invited. He played in the World Cup qualifiers that we are just waggling somewhere down the pecking order. And now Sadiq Umar is in the story. So we have a player who has not played for like 6 months, making it. You see Nigerian football. You see what I'm saying? Making it to the national team. Aribo. Kelechi Iheanacho also. 4 months away from Leicester game, got called up to the national team under Pesero. So it's not just a Eguavoen team now. So you understand. It's a Nigeria team. Who they press this button? It's a question. Who is really pressing this? Who is doing this? How does this happen? Do we need clarity? Of course we do. Are we going to come out and ask questions? How does these selections happen? Who makes the call? Who makes the selection? Who states that this guy and this guy should be involved in the team? I think looking at the part where I love to say European football sometimes, when I give credit and kudos to them, it sounds like I love to talk about these guys more. That's not so. Because they literally do almost everything right concerning the game. I'm not talking about generally, I'm talking about football-wise. I'll tell you, Kylian Mbappe is dropped. Mbappe is the biggest player in the French football. If you want to do the biggest players in the world today, top 3, and Kylian Mbappe should be involved. As I talk to you right now, he's somewhere sitting down at Santiago Bernabeu, he's home. He didn't make the call. That's Didier Deschamps. We want to see managers who can take up the horns. Take up the horns, not just about the ball now. Take up the horns, the lead, and say this is how it needs to go. How are we going to see players who don't play regular football at their club sides be part of the national team? Then what is the criteria for selections? So I started by taking you back to Sadiq, what's the name? Aribo. And I talked about Kelechi Iheanacho. So you know that this team where we talk today, not be today's starts. If we talk now, we talk about Nigerian football too much. Now Nigeria now, I see many things I never see before. Our football come bend. We want to be out there. You see, the one thing I already know is that we just vividly forgot that the world is watching. There's a game. There's a body governing this game. If I was born in UK, if I was born somewhere away from Nigeria, and I'm beginning to think, do I want to play for the country, and everything looks this way, I go think and where we're now. Because we know those guys who got committed to the Nigerian national team, and I would not want to talk about, okay, just let's say for instance now, for instance, a player who was born in London, eligible to play in London. Okay, let me use Eberechi Eze for an example. Imagine we get a call an Eberechi Eze, or maybe a Cyril Deza, who was not born in England, but just probably assuming he was born in England. For this film where they are now, just imagine they born up for England. Now you get him committed, you can't call him anymore. When you don't call him anymore, he can't play for any of the national side. So these are one of the things we just look into and begin to ask questions. But where is Nigerian football going? Time will tell. Before we get to the next phase about high demand, where Super Eagles, talk about wants to win every game, Leon Balogun has come to say this. He said Nigeria wants to win every game. Let me introduce my guest to you on the show. Ikechukwu is here with me so we can talk this through. The first one I'll be asking him, and I'll put it to him straightly, and he can be very quick to answer that one because we have a lot to talk about on the show. The part where is Nigerian football going to? What has Sadiq Umar done to be hated this much? That's a question I have to ask Ike on the show. Ike, great to have you join me this morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Sports Republic show. Let's talk this through. Welcome, first of all.
Good morning, Kizzy. Good morning to our viewers.
Okay, straight to the point. I like to hit it. What has Sadiq Umar done to be hated this much? Why is this talk everywhere?
Honestly, I'll tell you the truth. The truth is he's not a poster boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not a poster boy of Nigerian football. He was never the poster boy of Nigerian football. He has never given us anything as a player to cheer or remember about.
Okay.
You know, one thing about football is memories. You create memories that, live and last long in people's memory. Even when, you do something wrong, right? People will always fall back to, that right thing you've done and like, okay, for this reason, let's just take it easy with him. Take, for example, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, these guys have missed a sitter in front of goal, right? But because they've given their fans too many good moments, they tend to easily forget it. But remember Yakubu Aigweni? 14 years ago, people still talk about it. He still complains. Like, I've done something right. Even in that game, if you remember, Nigeria got a penalty. He took the penalty and scored.
And no one is talking about that.
Nobody talks about it. So that's exactly what it is. If you're not the poster boy, or you've never given the team great memories,
something to share about.
That thing will always, you know how it is now, that favorite child, that favorite student in the class, no matter what he does, even the teacher wants to scold him, he'll be like, let's take it easy with him. So that is exactly where the likes of Sadiq Umar falls. They are not the, the good boys. They're not the ones, the parent laws. So that's exactly what.
All right, so quickly, let's jump into the next one. Leon Balogun has come out to say, Nigeria, and I teach me many things when I just they do today. Leon Balogun is coming out to say, he said, playing for Nigeria, the national team prepared me because, believe me or not, they probably have just as much expectations as our supporters. Let me put it out there. I was at the Rangers national side, or the club side, better word. We played against Sierra Leone when he got invited. That's Leon Balogun, not from a Nigeria, still a Nigerian player, but till he gets a call up. He said, we are winning 4-1. Good for me as I came off after 60 minutes, and we ended the game 4-4. Imagine saying they play match, they win person 4-1. They can't go raise that, you come out. When you come out, you can't come out. They can't go play 4-4. And he said, on my way back to the hotel, because he not to know Nigerian matter, because if you need the judge talk and they won't roast him. If you need the judge say, I think Finidi Judge said so. Indeed, he said so. We want to win every game. Nigerian expectation is so high. Nigerians say, if not for any reason, we'll talk through this thing and one game. We say they carry everybody come together. They know they do whether it be Igbo, abi Yoruba, abi Hausa, abi Shekiri, Yoruba, Ugara, all those ones. Not they check all those ones. So fast enough football, all of us go come, go unite, where they give one maximum support. And then he said after the game, I'm just trying to let you know the mentality of Nigeria football. And at this point, this one's not bad. But with 2 rate time, we want see for Nigeria football dictionary. If you go check out for supermarket, they sell them for one place like that. And I joke at deal, and you will not see lose or draw. Now only we want to see just the win. If you get 1-0, now make percent will get level now. 1-0, 2-1, everything will enter. It will make sense. Now he said on my way back to the hotel, some of the security staff told me, don't sit next to the window. Normally, me, if I travel, I don't know those bosses, I don't call their name, they don't pay me for advert. If they say, make I travel, I like to stay for window. My number is number 8, I like number 8, 8 go there one side. I feed it for number 3, back of driver. Or I feed the other side, I feed the like to the sleep, I feed the number 4, I feed the crash number. You know the matter. But now, he said, they told me not to sit at the window. Some players close to the curtains, then 5 minutes into the drive, you turn to the corner and they threw stones at the bus, our own fans. So I guess the kind of preparation Nigeria does is that high. The expectation of Nigerians will always be reality so high. And he said, I have seen something like this before. So nothing we won't do this boy, now we say never see. Now, Ike, I know it's good to win games. Credit, shout out to Nigerian football on the part they've done right. Not because they do some kind of thing I don't like. Why do we see the game like that? You must win every match. Now do or die.
To whom much is given, much is expected. If you are in a nation of about 200 million persons, like they say we are, and you get the opportunity to be among the first 11 or the first 25 or first 30, depends on the number of invites. It means that you have to give it all. And this is one of the major reasons why our class of 94 is arguably the best set of Nigerian Super Eagles team we've seen. You know why? Because the pressure playing in Lagos is far more bigger than pressure playing in any part of the country.
Right.
You know, when they come into that game, into that stadium, you hear the fans saying, "Una must win today." You know, the energy the fans throw at you. You know that losing a game is not, and of course, it does not mean we cannot lose a game. But they just want to see you give it all. Give it your all. Give it your best. But you see Super Eagles playing elsewhere outside Lagos and with this laxity, just want to play less, and it's all about the bonus for them. But when they play in Lagos, and that's exactly what, it takes my mind to what Leon was saying. See, it's all about love. If I don't love you, if I don't want to win, it's all about patriotism. If I don't love my country, I wouldn't care about winning or losing.
But what about the violations? Why you throw stones? Why do you say?
See, the thing is, you cannot police how people react to things. I'm not giving an excuse for them to actually pelt people. But that's actually their own form of protest. Right. Now, it is when it goes, that's why there are security men following them, actually. Because whether you like it or not, even if they win, there are certain persons who will still, mob them. That's people react to sport things in different ways. Either you win or lose, you still see crowd coming at you. So it depends on the energy. It depends on the energy at the end of the game that will determine how much, of your reaction you get.
Okay, so let's get into the part again. AFCON qualifiers, 8 Super Eagles touchdown in Abidjan. Let's bring you that video clip quickly. We did start with that one, but let's bring it again just as it unfolds, and we'll let you know about the Super Eagles. Just wait. See, these guys now big players and beef. You see, I did enter hotel. We'll bring you the clip, the video. When I see them, as the see now big boys they don't come. The way they take get that energy, they laugh. As I see. Chukwueze, they laugh, they smile. When they feel Dele Bashiru, even Osho whenever to come like that, never even do anything. They don't they smile. Maybe they use that smiling face. They knock Benin Republic. Maybe Benin they ask themselves, say, what to make us come play this match? I'll tell you the detail about that very one. But let's bring it that video clip while the commentary goes on with that very one. Enjoy this. Ahead. Okay, so let's let you know that ahead of the AFCON qualifiers against Benin Republic and then Rwanda, 8 Super Eagles players have arrived at camp in Abidjan. The squad will face Benin in the first game before taking on Rwanda in the final 2 games of the qualifier. With additional players expected to join soon as preparations are set to begin. Among those already in camp, you can see on your screen, big boys are walking to their hotel rooms. That's how big it is. AC Milan winger Samuel Chukwueze and Nantes forward Moses Simon are also in the mix. Now, let's let you know players in camp before I delve into more stories emanating just as it unfolds. Now, yes, Amasa Basa Jay camp, Rafael Onyedika is in camp, Frank Onyeka in camp, Moses Simon, Bruno Oyemeche, Samuel Chiko is a Gabriel Oshaw, Fisayo, Dele Bashiro. You can see these guys making it. See this one, see him bag. Big boys, even to sagging. Not go carry this sagging, go make us play draw. And our big boy with that one. And all those see players they come. Over down around the bench. Abasoji. Now Abasoji be that too. You go the bench. See Chiko, see big see star boy. See what you call the 10 see. You see boys. See, Fisayo they bench for last year that time, but they still come. One bally go stick on you, see, no worry. You call in a fine boy, go see us. But see respect. See Osho. See fine boy, they enter. You see dread. You can star boy, you crazy, not be yell. If we open Mac now, they say this is what it is. So see there. They say I tell that yourself. This boy go see I too like this boy. The kind of joy that they get, but it cannot be said they will come get this joy and I not come feel win Benin Republic. I see see Fisayo cap. See Fisayo. See cap. In cap focus. All this boy, see you know like what that thing.
No be I 10 out of 10
forget that
guarantee
one.
whether I go win match. No be I 10 out of 10 go guarantee whether I go win match.
Not be how you enter hotel go guarantee whether I go win match.
How you win?
But you know the season as Star Boys NBA.
Down account the determine result for feed. Wetin make France no qualify for 94 World Cup?
They're not to dress like
Because
this.
they are star.
They're not see.
Okay, now I had dress.
With the dress oh.
Jules Koundé, who gets back last season.
Nobody you.
But wetin back and carry last season?
Nobody leave like that. Okay, so let's tell you about the guys who we are expecting to arrive soon while the video is out there for you. Stanley Wabali, Madoko Okoye, Brighter Side is somewhere. And then Bruno Oyemechi, no, sorry. I would like to say it again, sorry. And Wabali is expected, Okoye is expected, Osai Simon is expected, Calvin Bassey, William Ekon, Kola Aina, Alex Wobi, Alassane Yusuf, Victor Osimhen, Kelechi Iheanacho, Victor Boniface, and then the man people have talked about, his name is Sadiq Umar. He'll be joining the team very soon. But in their previous encounter, the Super Eagles defeated Benin Republic 3-0 in New York with 2 goals from Ademola Lookman and 1 from fan favorite Victor Osimhen. However, Nigeria will not be underestimating Benin. Talk about some like to call them Benin Republic, who previously pulled off a surprise upset against Nigeria during the World Cup qualifiers. Let me ask you this. It might not really be a big talk, but all these guys didn't camp. Who if you say fast, no feel wait me and see?
I want to say Ademola Lookman.
You want to say?
Yes.
Who do you think? Okay, that's for you personally.
And Victor Osimhen.
Who do you think the fans would want to see?
I think it's Victor Osimhen because of his long-term absence.
Yeah.
I think that's also maybe just Victor Osimhen.
Just Victor Osimhen. You think so?
Yes. And Ademola Lookman, but since but for this long-term absence, I'll say Victor Osimhen.
You don't want to see Sadiq Umar?
No, Sadiq Umar. We really don't have memory of Sadiq Umar. He hasn't really given us.
The only man that can make us see that memory he can share is Eguavoen.
Of course.
And if he can take his opportunity, if given.
No, he's going to take his opportunity.
Do you ever see him starting the game in these next 2 matches? We will play Rwanda for Amavo. We will play for Nigeria first.
This first match.
Rwanda and Nigeria.
This first match, he might not play. Okay,
he might not play.
But the second game, I want to believe he will play because Eguavoen might want to give the fans a reason why he invites him.
Does Eguavoen owe the people this explanation?
I think at this point he does because what then? Why then did you invite him? Because you want to justify your invitation, right? And people are saying he's not good enough. So let's see him if he's good enough.
Let me talk about this quickly with you. I don't know where you understand on this part, but we must talk about it. People have talked about godfatherism in Nigerian football, basically NFF, and they've said Sadiq Umar boosts that energy of yes, I get person. It's not like he said it, but the energy he gives, the vibes, the giving out attitude that he brings to the table shows that there's someone just somewhere. Now people talk about quota system oftentimes. They say there's a quota system in Nigeria. Okay. Do you believe in that, first of all?
Well, I've heard rumors of it too. So I want to say yes.
Are you sure you don't know about it?
It's palpable. I said I've heard rumors, and it's palpable because the thing is, when they say there's a dog here,
right?
Even if you've not been there and you hear, the bark of a dog, a dog barking, right? Even if it's just a record of the voice of a dog,
yeah,
you want to believe that there's a dog there,
definitely,
right? Until you get there yourself. So that's why I said I've heard rumors of it. And looking at the way Nigerian football has progressed since '94, you want to say maybe there might be some element of truth in it.
Let's get into this part now. How does just one man somewhere who, in quotes, does not know so much about the game, right? No disrespect to anybody, but I'm just saying. Just sit out somewhere and say, this boy, Men are carried from. I don't call him because I call him blast at the call, but Sadiq Umar is the center of this talk, like the case study or the study of the case, which anyway will go. Now, why I'm saying this, we've heard that the national team, regardless of the coach, they, see, we know of club sides, coach signings and club signings. We know that. But this one we are hearing, according to report, say one man will be saying, "I pitch with talk." One man, the point, all of those NFL, all those, them say they get their own boys, they get slow. And not for national team. Because say, bring this boy come, yes, you go make the team. And see, when they don't make that call, they hard me to say number busy. Like, you know that. So waiting be how see more talk this thing. Let me ask you this question, because it's NFF.
Yeah.
Do you think the NFF people knows the game well, Nigerian football? The people, this not be the X one or this one where we say Ibrahim Musa goes out, they govern. This NFF set of people, do you think they know the game well?
I think we have to go back to history. Nigeria is a very, very, very funny country. Extremely very funny. We've had an engineer as a minister of sport before. Yes, we've had one before, and I'll mention his name. The late Ishaya Makako, right? You want to look at these things, right? And it's not even the first time. Before you talk one to, they'll tell you it is not his power we need, it is his brain. This person can actually bring the best legs close to him and work with him and then give a good result. At the end of the day, you see the result and be like, what?
Yeah.
So, for your question, do they know the game? Then it goes back to their CV. Who are they? What's their background? How long have they been in the game?
Yeah.
It's the reason why people, the Europeans go back and look for someone who has, done this thing for a couple of years, or they go back and check if he has been in that environment before. All of these things help you to actually bring the best brain behind. So, for example, you want to run a hospital, a medical facility, and then you bring somebody who is perhaps an engineer, and then you expect him to be, in charge of the hospital. He goes back, bring a doctor. How does he certify that this doctor is actually good? He's not even in that field.
Yeah.
So whoever he brings, he believes that the person knows it. That's it. So for Nigerian football, how do we get it? Or why are we actually in this sort of situation? It still boils down to the fact that, yes, we've always had a square peg in round holes. And going back to what you've said about, if we actually had Godfather and all of that, I'll go back to Sunday Lisa's case in 2002. One of the reasons why that team got disbanded and then we start to, late hour rush, form a team that went to the World Cup with, the then late coach, Onigbinde. One of the issues we had then, of course, apart from the Minister of Sport, who I mentioned earlier on, is the fact that, he was complaining about the...
Do you mean Amadou?
No, sorry, Amadou was the coach for the Nations Cup, but Onigbinde took us to the World Cup. That's what I was talking about.
Right.
Yeah, that's rush hour to perform on that team. So I was saying that after that Nations Cup tournament, Sonny Lisa was complaining, about the person of Celestine Babayaro.
Yeah.
He seems to have this inner Godfather and all that. We know Celestine Babayaro is good, a quality fullback, anything. But when it comes to qualifiers, some of these players don't show up. And Olise is one man who doesn't know how to hold it.
Yeah.
So he got angry and started, saying, so many things and all of that. So it is not the first time. That's far back 2002. So we can go back into so many cases. In 2008, prior to the Beijing Olympics, Mikel failed to, come for qualifiers.
Yeah.
When we qualified, the nation begged, Nigeria, begged the then coach, Samson Siasa, to allow Mikel to be part of that tournament. He said no, because some of the players will be angry.
Yeah.
This is what these sort of things bring. If a player cannot turn up for qualifiers, when these guys were working hard, and then at the last minute you just drop them after getting the qualification and then bring in quote unquote superstars.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, tell me, do you see Godfatherism in Nigerian football?
I think it has always been there. I think it's always been there.
Okay, so let me leave that part quickly so we don't sound biased. Let's take it back to the camp. Ike, just leave it that way. Ike, leave the bars. That's the word says on this part. Now, Benin appears to be more prepared for this very Thursday game. And now the Super Eagles take on this very, very Cheetahs. And they are also that strong. Now, 80 players are already in their training camp in Abidjan as of Monday evening. 10 players hit the camp Sunday, while others, 8 players, led the camp. Talk about Steve Money, very, very deadly player. Jodel Dosu, also very dangerous, and David Kiki came in Monday came in on Monday. Now, Coach Gennaro has invited 25 players for this make or break clash. Take it or leave it. Now, do or die. They go tear clothes for that match. Benin are second in the group D with 6 points, but they cannot afford to sleep because they are being chased off by third place Rwanda, who have 5 points and welcome already eliminated Libya on Thursday. Now, in June, the Cheetah recorded a famous 2-1 win in Abidjan against the star-studded Super Eagles. Make una know say this match not be small match. We not want to go play. Not be see. Now, before they talk say Benin Republic, now a small neighbor for years, say I want to go buy jeans. Now that place on my shoe, not be that one. No. These people are ready. Don't forget, they won us in Abidjan. Now we are going to play them again. And now they've won their home games in the AFCON qualifiers against Libya and Rwanda in Abidjan. So it be like say they know that place very well. So men are not saying Kenneth Ross self, you know, go sleep for that match. Now let's take it again to Kenneth Ross, former Super Eagles coach. He has admitted he will be surprised. He will be surprised where his team Benin if they get the result against Nigeria. Now in June you will recall that they won us. Now in his words, the German has come to say 2 difficult matches, qualification will be decided over the 2 matches. You know, say, we're not going to go to say we don't already get points. Say, now 1 point to define. If we go sleep now, this one win us, then win us. I don't know they want to talk the story, but although I don't see it possible, I'm just saying. Now, he said, football is anything is possible. It's possible, I know what I'm saying. He said, I will be surprised if in the event of a victory against Nigeria, that Rwanda loses, at that point it would already be decided. But I think Rwanda will be difficult to beat at home for Libya. And we will have to see that. Then Upton also gave the support to our fans. He spoke on thinking, behind inviting Nigerian-based goalkeeper Sergio Barca, who mans the post of Remo Star, stating his familiarity with Nigerian football as a major factor. See, Genetro, if you hear me, so I won't advise you. Excuse me. Good coach. Yes, I can say we know his story. Not so bad. But he's thinking, see, this Nigeria boy where the quality meaning that and Sergio Barca where they keep for Remo Star. Maybe say Daniel Oguma they been coach, go know where they play shot for you go. Daniel Oguma they go know whether I'm to play here, I'm not to play here. Not be everybody if you cash you. Say you know Remo Star, you be Nigerian keeper. Nigeria person say they we know this nationality, we know some of this, we know some Nigerians, we know, not say they tell you, not tell anybody. Some Nigerians go there, go no space. Space not there. Why person they play ball for clubs, I they know they see. You know go once I go. See, person call the aspect if they play ball that time. Don't be in that thing a clear eye, they buy take do that thing. Don't be clear eye. I've been on the Saturday we play for Poland that time. I don't know. This thing not the two they clear. But now say Genetron and all the talk say with this my Sergio Barca, he will be familiar with the national team. He don't get called up. Now Benin they play for. We know his story. But let me quote Genetron. He's come to say, obviously, Sergio or Barca, some like to call him Sergio Barca, knows Nigerian football very well since he plays for Remo Stars, who are one of the best clubs in Nigeria at the moment. And it's true, they are topping. So his experience and know-how can also be useful to us, whether in training or possibly in matches. What do you want to do? You know, I think at the start, well, Guma, they use, not even the coach, the team, Eguavoen will carry style from Belgium, no worry. Now, the biggest absentee for Benin is Burnley defender Cedric Otonje, and even if he's in the team, we feel win them. He's injured now. Unfortunately, he said, Kenneth Ross said, we have Cedric Otonje injured, who will also miss that for sure. He lamented by saying, but we have Oliver Vaidon and Mohamed Tijani, 2 players in the center who are also up for the task. We won't be able to play with Trey in the center back, unfortunately, in the absence of Cedric. But, you know, they see that team, and they fear that money. You see money, and they fear money. Where money scores Nigeria, they scores. You see Dosu and Mooney, and these 2 players they fear. But let's keep going on and give you more updates just as he unfolds in the show. Now, Osimhen is in the news. Newcastle joined race to sign Victor Osimhen. English Premier League star Newcastle are keen on signing Galatasaray striker Victor Osimhen, and then despite Chelsea long-standing interest in Nigerian player, Osimhen matter long. You get it, I'll tell you now. Person don't open mouth, they call Osimhen monster. Now the year person they call him, Momo leave that one first. The 25-year-old was linked with a big money exit from Napoli all summer, but that didn't happen as none of the European clubs were willing to pay his huge release clause. Instead, he joined the Turkey outside Galatasaray in a season-long loan and has scored 8 goals and provided 4 assists in 9 games across all competition at Turkish side. Without a doubt, it will be hard to see Osimhen extend his stay in Turkey beyond the loan agreement, especially as a player dream of playing in the English Premier League. Nonetheless, Galatasaray is also hoping that they can keep the ex-Leo player on a permanent basis. I don't know how that will work. But may I just tell you that in short, Osimhen, Galatasaray, and what do you call them? What do you call it that time? Newcastle, Chelsea. These three clubs, they go tier clubs for Osimhen matter. You don't know Osimhen the play, but don't play for Wolfsburg. You don't know his story. The boy, you know, they like to settle for less, not be Ruka type. He wants to play every game. You people know how Osimhen can be. But let me keep that and talk about one that is out there. Osimhen is a monster. Check his mask. You see that thing? This one is coming after scoring the brace against Samsunspor in the Turkish Super League at the weekend. Victor Osimhen is once again in the center of attention in Turkey. The Super Eagles striker scored 2 brilliant headers on the side, propelling them to their 10th win of the season. They are enjoying that team. That team's strong. Forget see, what did that team they do? You see all the Yunus, all the ZH, all those players, all the Umars, they go to sign players. Go bless their own don't finish. Now lie you, they still get down. Mauro Icardi is off. There's a Michel Batshuayi, Dries Mertens. They know how to play the game. Sanchez, Davidson, they want to play every game and they take it just good signing. I'm taking the managers enjoying it. But football commentators have come to say, I'm talking about former Besiktas forward Nihat Kavece, gave his thought on the performance, sounding visibly impressive outfit and blown away. According to him, Osimhen looks like a single player, but it's a lie. Roland Salah played like a striker, became a double center forward. Mertens played like a striker, became a double center forward. Even Yunus Argon came there. He reasoned he is a monster, not just with the goals he scores, but with everything he does. They should examine his mask. Is there a magnet in it? With a magnet, but more the check on. Osimhen, if he score, they come out now. Come out like this. Keep on. Osimhen too much. Tell me about Osimhen, okay?
The best player in Africa. What more?
Really?
Yes, of course. The best player, current African Footballer of the Year.
Okay.
Until another person gets the award.
Right.
At least till today, he's still the best player in Africa. So what more can you expect?
Yeah.
Like I said, he moved from a league that is more competitive to a league that is, comparatively less. And then you expect him not to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a monster indeed.
Is that word monster? Does it sound good?
In front of goals, yeah.
In front of goals.
Yes.
So why did they fear him now? Is it say I looked at the value of all the players in Galatasaray. He's got the highest value. He's the biggest player in Turkey.
He's the biggest player in Africa.
Biggest player in Africa.
And there's the biggest player in Europe is not in Galatasaray.
Yeah.
So it means that the biggest player in Africa is there.
So between this club side now, Chelsea, Newcastle, Galatasaray, because I know Osimhen likes money. He likes money well. Where would you advise him to go? And where do you think he would want to go to?
I think he's a
because
Chelsea
where you want will not be where he might want.
He has always said he loves Chelsea. I mean, after the Under-17 World Cup, he was interviewed. He said that he would love to play for Chelsea someday.
Right.
So that's his dream team. He loves and adores DJ Drogba.
Nigeria players they do by the dream team. If money, Chelsea don't go carry money when you need, you will go there.
It's all about the money, yes. But of course, if the both of them put the same money on the cards, that's the conversation.
If
yes.
I like the word if.
If they put the same money on the card, Chelsea will definitely be preferred option. But Newcastle is one team that I think will also suit his pattern because they can be compact and they are a team that rely on one person upward. So they always want to give him the ball, and that's how he loves to play. That's exactly how he excelled at Napoli. I want to see him also do that in Newcastle because Newcastle have a manager who there's a thing about Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
They really don't concede goals, and if they can actually have someone who can actually bring in the goals regularly, I think they will always, go back to how they finished last season. They'll finish very well. So if they can get to Osimhen, it's going to be a huge plus for them.
Yeah.
But Chelsea is on a transition. They are on a trajectory. Their project is beginning to have under Enzo Maresca. So with a striker that can actually finish in the full modes of Victor Osimhen, who is so obviously better than the one they have right now, Jackson, then I want to believe that Chelsea also have the opportunities.
Not be more say go call Jackson him, leave him like that, leave him.
Say you like Jackson.
You don't do
you give him money.
Not leave him. Not say that money. Not be you Sadiq Umar to give something. Now let's get back to talking weight again. This one I'm about to bring to you sounds and looks like there is something between. I wear my glasses, not be Osimhen. I don't come on mask. Osimhen I come. If you score, go come on. I wear my glass. I wear a conscious. Now let's talk about courtesy visit. Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa pays respect to NSC chairman Shehu Diko, according to reports. Mouth will always talk. Mouth go yarn. Some they say, wetin make Ahmed Musa go to meet a big name, Chairman Shehu Diko, wey be say don't give this job now. National Sport Commission say it's not too clear. Say, don't come after me and say it's me. not be voice of the TV talk more. Now wait, no say social media too long. You wait too long. You know as it be long past Lagos 10 million bridge. It long where people say you go there ask yourself a question. Now I see them for picture and I don't see them. See, then I wait inside now standing. I know standing don't play for Nigeria. They see Musa. They see big name. They say that they see Abdullahi Shehu there for that side. Then you can't see Shehu Diko himself maybe say I'm going to talk about how we be security conscious. So, but when I see the level, Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa along with fellow national team defender. Let me use the word X. Shehu Abdullahi, that's the name. Paid courtesy visit to National Sports Commission NSC chairman Shehu Diko. And I don't see why they call Shehu 2 times. No disrespect to the main one. Nobody say the main one. The Ghana be the Diko. May not go off our mic for you one day. Now on Monday this happened. Now Musa pledged his support for Diko's leadership and his vision for Nigerian sport. Super Eagles are talk about all-time appearance leader Ahmed Musa, who recently played in Kano Pillars, or played for Kano Pillars, better word, in their away victory over Benton Insurance, said he felt it was essential. How essential is it? Me, I don't know. To show his support to the NSC chairman. I will tell you now what with the thing. Some people say they find because Musa don't get enough. They don't get enough. Many things they don't get some kind of awards. Shall we don't see day. Now Musa can put mark on the year and say, I'm here to support the effort of our NSC boss, Shehu Diko, and I wish him the very best. I believe Diko will lead sports in the right direction, and I'm here on behalf of myself and the entire Super Eagles players to pledge my loyalty and support to him. So not be only in matter and I take go now. May I not forget, see, if I hear you talk say na Super Eagles captain go vessel. See, Musa never retire. Now Musa still be captain. That armband, Ekong will go around and Ekong will go Marrakech. They will not carry Musa go until Musa not say I don't retire. I know commander captain back for him, but now I see be the man. But Diko himself expressed his appreciation for Musa's visit, highlighting the significance of top athletes supporting the NSC mission. Now, in his words, talk about Shehu Diko, he said, Ahmed Musa and indeed the Super Eagles players' support is invaluable as we look to transform Nigerian sports. Our goal is to develop the system that values our athletes and set a clear path to sports to thrive. For sports to thrive. Having distinguished players like Musa engaged in this process is the key to achieving that. You know, no hype, that's just what it is. See, if you look Shehu Diko record, if you look what he don't do, if you seen working expert, I see all the picture where it's up with Gianni Fantino, or then Step Blatter, and a big name now. If you are not seeing record now, it's not say at the hype am, not to give me anything. Not say if you press, you not give me anything. I appreciate the talk. If you give me something, you know, collect to. What did they talk? If you give me sure. If you give me a
talk through.
Shehu Diko, give me an collect. I'll collect. Okay, but I don't give me. No, I know they talk, but I know you not give me anything. See, if a person do well, maybe you hype on.
My joy, for all these things we dey talk. The image show say Sadiq Umar no dey there.
Oh,
see, that's the thing, right?
Wait.
If to say in dey there now, they will say
Wait.
We cry for night. Pikin die for morning.
Make I ask you, this Musa Waka. Wetin make Musa go there? Not Sadiq.
Wetin make pastor to go Jerusalem?
Now say compare pastor.
Wetin make Muslim they go Mecca? You go pay homage now.
You should say this homage.
Na senior man.
Wait, na senior man. This homage, you not get clear. You should say clear. Musa dey fight today national team back. You don't know. If you give Musa a chance now, even this chance where they say no, if you go, they pay now. More leave them because Musa.
No, that will not be fault. Nobody anybody fault.
He's supposed to make that article 1 or 2 things there. But more talk. Reason with me forget P square then. More talk this thing. People they say this Musa waka to meet Shehu Diko. There's something fishing. Say waiting go make because see you and I know this thing. Musa wants to be part of the national team back. And left for me, league renovation is very high. I would have said he should have retired immediately after the Nations Cup. But Musa still hold that captain by not release him. He don't marry many wives, and I know the story never. So let's talk about Musa.
No, see.
Is there anything fishing about this?
Like I said, it's the same reason why a Christian go to Jerusalem, man. You just go pay homage, nothing. Until you see him get an invite. After this, we'll start plotting the bottom. Me, I'm not good with speculation. I don't even like to do it. Are you saying that okay, if he was part of the national team setup, he doesn't have the right to go pay homage?
Of course he does.
So this is, we shouldn't even overread meaning into all of these things. Okay. But my own joy is that Sadiq Umar is not there.
You carry Sadiq Umar matter for head like antenna, leave him. Okay, let's talk about the MPFL, Nigeria Premier Football League. Before we head to other sports quickly, our hotline of Owerri technical manager Emmanuel Amunike MFR has stated that the Nelson Millionaires will force sever the joy of their hard-fought win over Sunshine Stars in the match day 11 clash before shifting focus to the match, the MFL for the Nigerian Premier Football League, and the next match we know will be very big for the match day 12. The trip to Kano Pillars, according to report. Christian Woko, or Christian Kwon, that's the name, opened the season account with a stunning strike of extraordinary quality just 8 minutes before after kickoff, securing Heartland's third consecutive win of the season. The gritty contest kept fans on the edge until the final whistle, and then Amunike caught in the figure of a highly delighted manager afterwards with a trip to Kano Pillars. And then news circulating that Simon Musagida has requested. I'm just laughing at this because he's very happy. And he said, let's enjoy the moment. And good. Why are you happy about him?
Well,
why are you happy about him? He's happy. See, we take every game
after the series of bad results, and of course, you know how they started the season. You know, they had I think
this is the third consecutive league win.
Yeah, I think they were attacked earlier on, armed robbers, and of course they started the season with very young boys from the academy. So many things happened. People were mocking them. So it's his own time to laugh. You know, they say he will laugh.
No, that's why we need to laugh. We need to laugh.
That's why we have to laugh. You know. And it shows that he still got it in his bag.
Exactly.
You know, the man who led us to 2015 under-17 in Chile.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy for him, and that's why I'm actually laughing, and I'm so impressed. You're also laughing.
Yeah, great to talk about that, man. Thank you for the justification. I was thinking I was just laughing at him. No, thank God.
No. I know because I mean I was also laughing because I mean sometimes you just cannot contain the joy you feel. So.
But do you think Heartland is back to winning ways now? 3 consecutive wins for Amunike. Is he getting it right now? Because
I know that's the word. He's getting it right. But if they are back to winning ways, it's still very early to call. His players are quite very young. You know, the season is still very long. So let's see how far they fare till January. Then we can now say, okay, they have really settled it.
Okay, so this is where I have to sign out, AK, on the show before I go to other sports to give you more news. AK, thank you so much for doing this with me. We can do this up and time again. Thank you so much, and also for the laugh of that news. All right, back to me now. Let's go on this one. Out of form, Mbappe national team omission. We cannot bring that to you, hopefully for tomorrow, and all the guys, possibly Jerry Apelloa will be here to give you more justice about that. Mbappe is not in the team for the French side, and also another top series emanating out there. Arsenal need a player like Isaac coming from Theo Walcott. Now, other sports now. Okay, one more. I'm in good terms with James. Mario Gosso has come to say this. Now, quickly delving into other sports. Now, let's bring you this one. Commitment to excellence. Simba Group proudly supports the 2024 Indian Golf Club. Simba Group, leading the name, is a renewable energy proudly supporting the 2024 Indian Golf Club and team annual golf tournament hosted in Indian Golf Federation in Ikoyi Golf, Lagos. And also bring you this one again on the top series emanating out there. Coco Golf hits impressive prize money milestone after winning WTA finals. And then lastly, NATO ATP finals. Alexander Zverev, Jannik Sinner, Alcaraz, and Cole feature in the Vogue. That's a magazine. But it does not that KZK, the crew, the sports world will be victim. Leaving the show, call it a wrap here. So I'd like to say we draw the curtain close on the show at this point in time. Thank you so much for doing this with me. And then tomorrow will be another day where we bring you sports update just same time, same place. Please don't change it. We are Voice of the People TV. I'll remain your host. My name is KZK, the only football player without a jersey. 11 a.m. tomorrow Nigerian time. I'll see you.